Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video. And in today's session, I would like to talk about marketing. And the topic is 7 ways to make people like you. Now, persuasion is about letting people know that you like them so that, they can have a trust, a bonding with you. So it's important for you to understand that for persuasion purposes, then you need to be able to influence your prospect, influence your friends. The quality of your life is the quality of your communication. Do you agree with me? The quality of your life is the quality of your communication. How you communicate with people will determine the quality of your life, whether you succeed or you fail. Now, how many of you have heard Dale Carnegie? Dale Carnegie, from his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you have not read the book, I suggest that you go and get a copy and read it. It's a very interesting reading. All right. How to Win Friends and Influence People. And what I'm going to share with you, the 7 points here, come from this book. Okay. It comes from this book. So I'm glad to say that, it is not my original idea, but the idea comes from Dale Carnegie. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin. Number one, become genuinely interested in other people. This is important. You have to show interest to other people. The person you are talking to, the person you are prospecting. Become genuinely interested in other people. How do you do that? How do you show that? By asking questions. Ask them questions. When you ask questions, that means you show that you have interest to know about them. When talking, look into their eyes. That's very important. Okay, when you talk to them, look into their eyes. That you are to show them that you are serious. You are in the present moment and so on. Okay, the third one is be in the present moment. That means no trips whatsoever. Paying attention when you talk to them. When you talk to them, focus on them. Don't let your mind wander. Just like a lot of people outside there, when they're talking to somebody, their hand is texting somebody else. So that is not being in the present moment. So it's important to be in the present moment. So number one is become genuinely interested in other people. Number two, that's the simplest of all. Smile. Isn't it true? When you smile, it shows that you care about them, you respect them, you listen to them. So smiling is very important. And you got to smile genuinely. So practice your smile. Smiling is important. I mean, have you ever noticed or not when you go, to a gathering or what, and when there is a baby, somebody carrying the baby, and the baby smile at you, how do you feel? You feel very good, right? When the baby smile at you, it's good. So basically, a smile tells people that I like you. Number three, a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language whatsoever. So remember, a name is very important. Your name is important to you. My name is important to me. So when you know people's name, you address them by their name, they will respect you. Rather than calling people hi, hey. No, call them by their name. So what you need to do when you meet up people, you should be able to have a system to memorize their name so that later on, when you meet them, then you call them by their name. They feel good because remember, a person's name is the sweetest sound. It's the sweetest sound in whatever language. Okay, that's the third one. Number four, be a good listener. Most people don't listen nowadays. They only want to talk. So what you do is that you must be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves rather than talking about you, bragging about yourself. Let them talk. Encourage them to talk. When you let them talk, you encourage them to talk, you are giving them psychological air. That means you respect them. So be a good listener. According to Dale Carnegie, he also mentioned that the best conversationalist is the person who listens. Right? When you listen to them, you show respect to them, you care about them, you listen to what they're telling you. So that's number four. Number five, talk in terms of the other person's interest. This is important. You must find out what is your prospect interested in and talk in that language. All right, talk in that language. Now, if your prospect, love playing golf. Then you got to do your homework and find out more about golf. And when you talk to the prospect, talk about golf. You know what? They will like you because you're talking the same language with them. Talk in terms of the other person's interest. That's important. Isn't it true? So very simple. Talk in terms of the other person's interest. So you got to do a bit of homework, find out about them, what they're interested in, and talk about that. Of course, you got to prepare. All right. If the prospect is interested in cooking and you don't know anything about cooking, then do your homework and find out a little bit about cooking. And basically, when you talk to them, talk about cooking. Do you think they will like you? Of course, they like you because you're talking what they love. Okay. That is number 5. Number 6. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Everybody wants to feel important, right? You know that a lot of people working outside there, they don't get a lot of encouragement, a lot of good words from their bosses or from the company. All they get is, scolding and so on. So what you need to do is, make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Praise them sincerely, genuinely, all right? And, congratulate them for work well done. If they do a work, the work well, then congratulate them. Congratulations, fantastic, you did a good job, something like that. It makes them happy, okay? If they do a good job, you shouldn't be quiet about it. Congratulate them. Show them that you notice and you care about it. And talk about them. All right? Oh, in the office or what, talk about them. This Mr. A, fantastic this month, he did this, he did that, and so on. So it's a new achievement or whatever. Talk about it. Praise them in front of other people. But remember, praise them genuinely. Okay? Not sarcastic, in a sarcastic way, A good example is this. If the person is obese, okay, don't tell them that, oh, you look slim, fantastic. I mean, it's an insult, isn't it? So if the person is obese, then you shouldn't talk about, they're slim and so on. That is too much, right? You praise them in the wrong way. Remember that, okay? You got to, be sincere about them. And lastly, number 7, this is very important. Number 7, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Nobody likes to be criticized. Nobody likes to be condemned. Nobody likes people to complain about them. So if you don't like it, don't do it to other people. So, when you talk to them and respect them and compliment them genuinely, of course, right? But don't criticize, condemn, or complain. All right. Now, even the convicts of the world, right? The greatest convict of all, they also don't admit that they are wrong. Yeah, they don't admit they are wrong. They say they're doing something good for society and so on. So nobody likes to be criticized, condemned, or complain. So you know that. Handle it that way. So, I mean, this is very simple. If you want people to like you, you want to be able to influence people and persuade people, these are the 7 ways to make people like you. Let me summarize for you. Number 1, become genuinely interested in other people. Number 2, smile. All right. Number 3, a person's name is to that person the sweetest and important sound in any language. So, remember people's name. Number 4, be a good listener. Listen more than you talk and encourage people to talk about themselves. Number 5, talk in terms of the other person's interest. Find out what is the interest and talk about their interest. That makes them interested. It makes them exciting. Okay. Number 6, make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. All right. And lastly, number 7, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. That's simple. Okay, so these are the 7 things that you can do to make people like you. So I hope that you learned something here. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. I appreciate your time that you spend with me here. It's already Friday in Malaysia. For those in Malaysia, I wish you a pleasant weekend. I'll see you again on Monday for another session of my live video. So this is Richard Quek wishing you good night and goodbye.